Hey friends, welcome back to the Eternal Guiding Light to Road channel. You already know who this is. It's your 144th friend, and I'm back with some more vibes. So I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna do a energy pull on this two-part tower. Oh, there's ringing in my ear. There is ringing in my ear. Okay. This two-part tower, we need an energy update, don't we? It's been a while. Let's see what the heck is going on with this two-part tower. Now, if you're new to this channel, feel free to go back. You could do a search. I've done maybe like 2 or 3 readings on this two-part tower from the time I got the download initially, like a few years ago. But essentially, what this two-part tower is karma. It's the tower and karmic wheel of life, and it's hitting this time period that we're in. It's hitting like massively. It's not like, yes, people are going through individual towers, but I feel like it's like specific groups going through certain things, right? So like you have the side of good karma and you have the side of bad karma. So obviously if you're on the side of good karma, your karma looks different than the next person's, but essentially you're on the good side of the tower. Like you're good. This tower is hitting you and it's good. And the opposite for if you're on the bad side of karma. Okay, so your individual bad karma can look completely different than the next person's, but ultimately you're on the bad side of karma. So that's what the two-part tower is about, because it is happening at the same time, simultaneously. That's why there's so much going on right now at the same time, because you have this energy, like it's like we're getting updated or upgraded energetically, like as a whole, like as a mass, as a planet. Like everything is elevating, and a lot of times you gotta break things down in order to build something up, right? So we're going through this like massive spiritual awakening, and it's showing in a lot of different ways, forms, that kind of thing. So that's what the two-part tower is, and I just wanted to get an energy update because it's been so long. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let's get our 3 cards. Let's see what the message is. Let's see what this is all about. Ooh, Ace of Swords flipped over. This two-part tower is definitely orchestrated by the Most High God. This is not, this is, you know, okay. Page of Pentacles in the transitional stage fell out. Tell us about this two-part tower, Spirit. What's going on with this two-part tower? What is the current energies of this two-part tower? Two-part tower. Tell me about this two-part tower, please. All right, so you have the Temperance in the transitional with the Ten of Swords in the transitional as well. Last one. Two-part tower. What is going on with this two-part tower? Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Can't make it up. Can never make it up. 2 of Wands. Yeah, it's clear as day that they want to talk about this. I mean, look at the second message. The second message is the Temperance and the Ten of Swords, and they're, you know, they're not facing in the same direction. It's definitely giving me as above, so below. But when opposites, you know, opposites attract. So I feel like in order for it to come together, 2 different things have to be going on here. You have to separate the bad and the good. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out, just confirming that this is definitely regarding divine karma, justice, all that stuff. And it's happening now. Anyway, so let's start from the beginning. We have the Page of Pentacles here in a transitional stage for your first message, the Temperance and Ten of Swords in transitional for your second, and then the Wheel of Fortune in the upright as your third. So this first message, y'all. There are a lot of lessons playing out. Everyone's going through their lessons right now. It's a lot. I'm hearing some people are even reaping the benefits of their rewards. So even if you learned your karmic lessons right now, you could be in the energy of just like, applying your lessons, celebrating your evolution with your lessons, how you change because of your lessons and how you apply them, how you've adapted, how you've shifted and, became wiser, more grounded. Like, I feel like, there's a lot that's going on. You have some people that's learning their lessons, but then you have some people that's really acknowledging the shift within them, and around them because of the lessons that they've learned. So that is, I am seeing duality here. The people that's going through their lessons, they can't really focus on anything else other than what they're going through, and that's giving me like the bad side of karma. But the people on the good side of the karma is it's giving me more of a celebratory energy, more of, you did it, now apply it, you went through that, you learned that lesson, okay, now apply it. Now you get to celebrate and live your life and move forward, but you need to apply the things that you've obviously been through. For your second message here with the Temperance and the Ten of Swords, it's giving me spiritual warfare all day. It's giving it to me. It's giving me things need to end and shift in order to create balance and heal and restore. It's like you need to extract something to start to heal it. Like, you need to get something out. Let's say, I don't know, I'm not a fucking doctor. But let's say they're giving me, they're giving me cancer, for an example. The doctor finds a tumor, extracts the tumor with hopes that, you start your successful, speedy or successful journey to recovery and healing. And it's like, first you got to extract that tumor out in order to start healing. So that's like the energy that I'm getting here. It's like, the Most High God, the universe is co-creating to extract that negative energy. Any energy that's just not for the greater good of us as a people needs to go, because it's causing a hindrance to us. It's causing delays. Like, look at her, she's just like sitting there on her phone. A lot of people nowadays, you look around, they're on their fucking phone. They're like zombies. And it's just giving, like, you need to wake people up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with being on your phone, but like, get up a little bit. Like, do something. Like, there's a whole world out there. There's the sun, there's flowers, there's grass, there's water, there's things to see. And some people are just getting complacent with just living this virtual life. Like, it's enough for them. It's satisfying. It's fun. It's like, you get up and live for Instagram. Some people literally get up and live for Instagram. They get up and live for Facebook. And there's nothing wrong with these platforms, but it's like, to be so invested and dedicated to these things is like, it's kind of dangerous, because it's like, well, what are you doing to contribute to the actual world? Nothing. You're not doing anything. You're like holding up space, taking up space. Like, you need to shift. So the universe is causing shifts in people, places, and things. Like, there's a certain energy, like I said, that is outdated. It needs to go. That stagnancy, like, the Most High has amazing plans, especially for this planet. Like, we were put here for a reason. Like, we were advanced for a reason, and we have so much more further to go. There's a lot of greatness in store for us here, but like, we're not going to get anywhere with this fucking lazy ass energy. People want us to be complacent, stagnant. I'm hearing that kind of thing, like, there's no passion anymore. Like, we're the people that are like, okay, like, let's get up, let's do it. Like, the innovators, like, the creators, like, where they at? It's like this fucking, like, cognitive, like, hold or darkness that people are in. Like, a lot of people's lost, and they think that being online is like the way to be, and being like what they see online is the way to be. And it's like, bro, like, you have a whole life that you're supposed to be fucking exploring and becoming familiar with. Like, what are you doing? There's a lot of time wasters. So it's almost as if like the universe is separating like the groups. It's either you're gonna be a fucking time waster and in the way, or you're gonna be progressive and you're gonna be, you know, pushing us forward, like creating shifts. Like the universe is like, which one? And that's what I'm picking up here with this Two of Wands energy that was at the bottom of the deck. It's like the choice is yours. You have to make the choice. And whatever choice you make is going to be like, you know, what it is that you're going to live out. But this Wheel of Fortune here, this two-part tower is not missing anyone. It's not missing anyone. Like, everybody has to go through that. Because you're not going to be a time waster and someone who's not contributing to Earth in a positive way and think that you're going to sit here and get away with it and live your life and use up all of our resources is what I heard. I heard you got another thing coming. So, you could be in a very prominent, you know, you could be living a good life is what I heard. But if you're not doing anything with that goodness, you're losing it. You gotta go. They're filling positions in with the right people. Like they're not, and it's all across the board. Wow, this two-part tower is pretty goddamn serious. All right, so let's go back to this Page of Pentacles. Okay, what do we need to know about this Page of Pentacles? Tell me about this Page of Pentacles, Spirit. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. This is like my divine card right here. It says, you are a badass being. Oh, sorry, y'all. My little cheap ass setup right now. Okay, whatever. So it says, you are a being, a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. But it came out in the reverse. This Page of Pentacles is giving me, you know, like I said before, you have people that learn their karmic lessons already, and then you have people that are learning their lessons right now. So I feel like that is like self-discovery. That is like a new self-discovery, right? And it's either you successfully learn all your lessons and you grow closer to yourself, you find out more things about yourself, or you let those lessons, you know, completely annihilate you. And they're capable of doing that. And I feel like, too, that's how Spirit is separating, you know, the different groups. Because it's like, if you can't even conquer yourself, you're definitely not conquering anything in this planet, like, at all. So this is kind of like giving me, like, a new sense of, like, self-discovery right now with this two-part tower. This two-part tower is definitely creating some major shifts, you know. I can't make it up. It's the Nine of Pentacles in reverse with the Justice card. This is on a global scale. This is massive. Like, this is like people really, really becoming one with themselves. And there's nothing to be afraid of. This is not a threat. This is just making sure that everybody that's here is supposed to be here. Everyone that is in their position is supposed to be in their position. Like, it's just like getting things in order. Thank you, Spirit. This is divine order at play right now with this two-part tower. It's getting things in alignment. I'm here. We have to succeed. We have to succeed at this assignment that the Most High God has given to us. Page of Pentacles. Anything else you want us to know about this Page of Pentacles? Excuse me. Death flipped over in the deck. This card is at the bottom of the deck. But Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups came out. And I feel like when it comes to this Page of Pentacles with this self-discovery thing, it's getting crystal clear on you, what you want, and everything. It's killing this facade, any unhealthy attachments. It's like people need to get true with themselves and their lives and their destinies. It's like being honest with like your true calling. It's like calling people to their higher selves, their truest selves. It's like, stop trying to be like her and be you. It's forcing people to be themselves and get on their own individual paths. this two-part tower is forcing people to get into alignment of their own fucking lives and stop trying to fucking compete. That whole competitive shit is just, oh my God. I'm so happy it came up because it doesn't make any sense. None of that stuff makes sense to the Most High. None of it. I'm hearing being in competition with the next one is one of the dumbest things ever that someone could possibly ever think of. We are all born with our own individual journey. And we're either in alignment with other people where we're going to share it with them or we're not. It's just that simple. And if you're in my life for a season and you know, whatever, enjoy it. Because wherever you're going next, especially if you're on the good side of karma, is somewhere great. Why are you competing with the next person to be where they are right now? What the fuck? Like that's where they're supposed to be for the rest of their lives. Like you're happy competing with someone as they're working on themselves. You idiot. They're not even where they're supposed to be yet, but you're so fixated on becoming them or being like them or living like them. That is one way to easily stunt your growth. So a lot of people are being forced out of that competitive energy. If you're on the bad side of karma, you're going to be out of that competitive energy because spirit is going to force you to focus on your own life. Shit is not going to be going well in your life. And you're either going to run and hide or you're going to take care of it and handle it like a boss and earn your stripes. Then you might have a little something to compete with. But other than that, like, how are you competing where you don't even compare? This shit don't make no sense. And then people are so hostile about it. So it's like spirit is like, it's like fixing them. Literally. It's like, I'm going to fix you. I'm going to fix you. I'm going to get you together. And it's either you're going to sink or swim. Because a lot of us divine beings, we had to figure it out. They didn't want us to have help. They didn't want us to have love and support and all that stuff. And we had to figure that shit out by turning to the Most High God and saying, God, please help me. And all we had was God. You think God is going to watch somebody else cheat their way to success? No. God is like, nah, my divine individuals did it. If you think that you're good enough to compete with this person, so why can't you do the same thing? Now it's your turn to go through that dark night of the soul. We all know how that shit was when we first started our spiritual journey. That shit is tough. The ego deaths. You not getting the lessons down packed and you got to go over it again. And Lord help you if you're stubborn. You got to go through it a few more times. And every time it's even more rigorous. Gosh. That shit ain't easy. You think God is going to sit here and watch you successfully get through that whole journey and heal and find closure within yourself, and then the next person comes and they just give handouts? No. They're going to have to do the same work too. And depending on your karma, you might have to work a little extra harder. So all that competitive, jealous, envious shit is going to go right out the door, because it's like, you could be jealous and envious, but it's not going to get you anywhere. And you're going to be forced to keep working on your own shit. That's what leads to the second message, temperance with the Ten of Swords. It's like a spiritual warfare, but like now it's like more so with purpose. Like, you know, it's really fixing those people who need to be fixed, like for real. Temperance with the Ten of Swords, because you have a lot of motherfuckers who are stuck right now. Temperance with the Ten of Swords. You have a lot of people that are stuck right now, and they're lost. Like, they're lost. Magician. Yep. There's a lot of heavy manipulation right now, man. Sitting on the phone, scrolling endlessly, letting any and everything in. I mean, like, you're constantly influenced by whatever you see. And you're seeing all sorts of things, good, bad, ugly, pretty. Like, you're discombobulated. How could you even create structure in that? You're going to have to be isolated. Like, quarantine, I don't give a fuck. Quarantine was the perfect time to sit here and say, all right, let me do something. I have some time to focus on me. That's what you were supposed to do. That's why God gave it to us, was to give us a break from everyone else and everything else and focus on you. Even though, you know, we lost a lot of people and the circumstances were horrible. But like at the end of the day, like you always gotta see, well, depending on who you are, but the lesson is you gotta always see the bright side. Life is not death. You don't live to die. You don't live to end things. You live to keep going and progress and keep passing it on. But there's a lot of people who use quarantine for, I'm hearing slackness. So they slack and missed out on a perfect opportunity. Now it's like they got to create this structure out of fucking chaos. Now it's even harder for these people to get into alignment, especially because there's so much influence in everything, and it's tough. It's definitely tough. Yeah, Ace of Cups in the reverse. Good luck. Good luck. It's showing up in the cards as a very poor decision to be so heavily influenced by everything. Like, motherfuckers need to take a break, bro. Like, take a break. Get off the internet. Get a pen and paper. And kind of create a little map for where you are right now and where you want to be in like another year or two or whatever. You have a lot of people that don't know. They're literally living day after day after day after day after day, thinking like everything is going to be the same tomorrow when you wake up. And in a sense, that's not living in gratitude. Like, you're not being grateful for what you have. You're literally being greedy and selfish by thinking that you're going to get up every fucking day and the world is going to be right there for you to get up and keep fucking around. It's like, how much time do people think that they have until they need to get their lives together? And then you sitting there on the phone is not helping you. It's not doing anything for you. You're making other people more rich. You're making other people more popular. And you're sitting there comparing yourself time after time after time after time again. Spirit said you need to walk away from that type of energy. 8 of Cups, if you're in this energy, you need to walk away from that. You need to get up and you need to do something new. You could be scared of success. You could be scared of the victory. Oh, well, what if I do succeed? What if I don't succeed? I don't know. You guys don't have, whoever I'm talking to in this part of the reading, don't have the confidence yet. But don't worry about that. That shit will come. The more you work on yourself and you pray and you grow closer to God, that stuff will come. The things that y'all are worrying about right now is not important, because that's what you guys are being influenced to constantly think about. Oh, well, if I go back to wearing my regular hair, like, oh, I can't go outside without no makeup. Oh my God. Why? Because everybody on Instagram wear makeup. They beat their face and they wear wigs now. Okay. That's okay. You can wear your regular hair. There's nothing wrong with getting a nice, regular, old, traditional washing set. Letting your hair breathe. Oh, no. I could never do that. Why? Back in the day, that's what it was. You was just being your own self. People had short hair. People had long hair. People had curly hair. People had black hair. People had blonde hair. Like, there was so much diversity back in the day. Now, you go outside, everybody got a fucking wig on. And it's pink. It's blue. It's purple. It's blonde. Like, y'all are doing the same fucking things and going so hard to beat one another at doing the same shit. And it's like, it's keeping you in this fucking loop and you don't even realize it. Spirit said you need to walk away from that shit and choose to heal. I can never make it up. You got the Knight of Pentacles in a transitional stage, but you see something's finna change though. Some people might, wake up. Ooh. Some people might wake up. Yeah, 4 of Swords in the transitional stage. They might not know what to do, but I'm telling you, you will have the right people to guide you. You don't have to worry about that. You don't need a wig, nails, and lashes and makeup and going out to the club every fucking day to fit in this world. I know social media makes it seem like that, but you don't have to do that stuff in order to live a good life. Everybody is not destined to be a fucking celebrity. Everybody's not destined to be a fucking influencer. Like, what the fuck is you really doing that is so great for you to be called a fucking influencer? Like, influencing what? So some people could be worried about that. Like, what would I do that's different other than wearing a wig and looking like, what I see on the internet. Like, what am I supposed to do? Go back to the 80s and those hairstyles? And it's like, no, you don't have to go back to the 80s, asshole. You just have to be yourself and stop trying to be somebody else. And everything that you see, and you want to go everywhere you see online. You want to do everything you see online. It's like, bro, like, relax. Y'all, some people are going broke as shit to try to keep up with that life that they see online. Some people don't have no fucking savings. They don't even have food in the fridge. But best believe they not missing that fucking cruise this summer. Best believe they not missing that party this summer. Best believe they going on vacation this summer. Fuck the groceries. You got people that will not eat to go get that fucking concert ticket. You got motherfuckers who will not eat. You ain't eating, but you want to go to the party. You're not eating, but you want to go to the Bahamas this summer. How the fuck does that work? Because in your head, you think that you're saving money because you're not eating. You're not spending money on food. You fool. So what are you eating to be able to survive, to make it this summer to go to the Bahamas? Tell me while you save all that money. Please explain to me. What you eating? Chips, cookies, McDonald's, fast food, junk food? That's what you eating instead of feeding yourself the right things? Because you're trying to crash out and take yourself out to live a life that you're not even probably supposed to be living. You're going dumb hard. You're going way too hard. So it's like you're going way too hard. Y'all are taking this way too seriously. The social media thing, a lot of people are taking out of context, like big time. Like, this is not how it was supposed to be. That was just like, y'all wasn't even that influenced when things were on TV. Like, you know. Wheel of Fortune. Let's see how this ends, though. Let's see how the cookie crumbles. Sun card flipped out, but I'm not gonna take it. Everything will be out in the open, though. Wheel of Fortune. You know, God is in control, so we'll see what God creates. You know, at the end of this all. But Wheel of Fortune. Right now, things have to play out, and balance has to be restored and created. Nine of Swords. You have some people that fear these changes. They're worried, they stress, having anxiety, can't sleep at night. Like, what are we gonna do? Six of Swords in the reverse. If this shit changes, if things change, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You can't control what God has planned, honey. While you sitting there trying to stand in God's way, it's like, what the fuck? Strength card in the reverse. You ain't stronger than God. What are we gonna do if things change? What are we gonna do? You need to nurture yourself. You're worried about what you're gonna do if things change. The change is needed. We're not going anywhere. We still got the same fucking issues. Like, it's dragging. Create something new. That's exciting. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in a transitional stage. There's gonna have to be some equal give and take. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're gonna have to work with the Most High. That's just what it is. People are gonna be forced to work with God, whether you like it or not. So yeah, that's the reading. Peace.